Barcelona right now sit ninth or 10th in La Liga. They possibly might miss out on the Champions League, and that is down to them not having a great summer transfer window. So Juan Laporta would like to rectify some errors he made with some loan moves in the winter, and we'll be discussing about that potential loan moves or permanent deals which could Barcelona do for cheap. So, welcome to the Football Parliament podcast, your one stop destination for all your football debates, discussions, and opinions. I'm joined by Ansharaj, and we'll be having a look towards a number of quality players, in my opinion. Starting off with the ex Barcelona and Bayern Munich midfielder, Thiago Alcantara. So, Ansharaj, do you think he's a fit for Barcelona?
I mean, most definitely, he will fit seamlessly into whatever Xavi intends to do because of his inherent Barca DNA and the fact that he is a La Masia graduate. So he will link up pretty fluidly with the other players in the 11, and he will also be a great fit tactically as well. And he will also bring some much needed experience to this young squad of players. However, there is a pretty significant downside to his arrival if he comes, that he will get in the way of other youngsters like Puig, Pedri, Nico, Gavi, especially when there's like only three midfield spots up to be grabbed and like so much competition. Thiago will only add to this, and he might hamper the growth of these players.
Plus, De Jong and Busquets, as it is, have two spots out of those three. So, there's just one spot and a lot of quality players there to fight for. Completely agreed with you. Especially when Barcelona have limited resources, they should just look towards what they need and not just add to their squad depth just right now. I think offense and defense are the compartments they should focus at the moment. And going towards the offense, there is a quality player in the name of Raheem Sterling, who is not having a great time at Man City right now. And there is a potential loan move towards Barcelona and Arsenal. So, what are your thoughts about Raheem Sterling to Barcelona?
Raheem Sterling to Barcelona. I mean, he is a very he's a proper traditional winger, and as I've said in like previous videos regarding Xavi and his tactics and stuff, he wants to play with two wide players, and currently Barcelona only have one, which is Ousmane Dembele, and knowing Ousmane Dembele is very injury prone, and
Yeah.
there's a need, if anything, to get another wide player in, and Raheem Sterling is, I think, what Xavi is after. So yeah,
Might be a good signing, right? Loan signing.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
On to the next players. This trio is from Chelsea: Hakim Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Christian Pulisic. Either of them, or probably two of them, or even three of them, are linked with a move to Barcelona right now. So, first of all, talking about Christian Pulisic, what do you think about his move?
Again, like he's very similar kind of player to Sterling in terms of his like 1v1 ability, and that he's a proper traditional winger. Unlike Sterling, he does not possess like that decisive off the ball movement. But even
Hmm.
apart from that, I don't think that is what Xavi is particularly looking in his wingers. So Christian Pulisic
Hmm.
could be like a cheaper signing because his
Hmm.
wages are not as high as
Or
Sterling's.
Sterling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's also younger,
And
so he
hmm.
won't necessarily demand to be playing game in game out every single week. So there is,
But he's also a bit injury prone, in my opinion.
yeah, that is there. So there are certainly downsides to signing Christian Pulisic as well.
Yeah. On to the next player, Callum Hudson-Odoi. What do you feel about him? A young pacey player.
I mean, again, very similar profile to the other two we have discussed so far.
Yeah.
A traditional winger likes to hug the touchline, and uh, he's proven to be quite versatile as well. He can play as a wing back, as Thomas Tuchel has
Yeah.
experimented with him in that position, and it's seemed to be a pretty successful kind of experiment. He has proven his worth in that position. He gets the odd start here and there. but he definitely
Hmm.
deserves more game time. And a move to Barcelona could see him getting that much needed game time for a young player, and he's also fitting the profile of player that Xavi wants. So
Plus, his wages might not be
yeah,
extra
his
extra
wages are also
terrestrial.
not. Yeah,
Yeah. And the third player, Hakim Ziyech. What do you feel about him?
Hakim Ziyech. I mean, he's more of a creative player, not necessarily a player who is going to like stay on the touchline and provide extra width. He will probably
Yeah.
want to come inside and dictate play as he did at Ajax and
Hmm.
even whatever limited game time he's had at Chelsea. So Hakim
Yeah.
Ziyech is a bit of a iffy signing if we do get him, because he doesn't necessarily fit the profile of player which Javi wants. So yeah,
There is a young German player, Karim Adeyemi, who's been linked with a numerous amount of clubs. Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and even Chelsea are after him. So he's 19-year-old. So first, before we get into how he'll fit in Barcelona, we'll just talk about Karim Adeyemi in general. Anshiraj, what do you think? How good is he?
he has exploded into life this season. He has scored 11 goals in 13 games in the Austrian Bundesliga for RB Salzburg.
Yeah.
And even in the Champions League, he has been pretty prolific with 3 goals in 4 matches. His
Hmm.
underlying numbers are pretty good as well, with 3.7 xG in the Champions League, and even having a decent amount of XA for a striker, 0.3. So Adeyemi is definitely a hot prospect right now, as you said, linked with numerous big clubs across the continent and even in England.
Yeah.
Uh, the Barcelona board, there are reports saying that they are confident of signing Adeyemi and getting him the club, which I mean seems like if we can pull it off, it'll be a like a sort of a small statement to several
Other
clubs,
clubs in Europe,
other clubs in Europe here.
other
That
powerhouses
Barcelona's
probably. That
pull,
Barcelona is not dead yet.
yes, that was still not dead.
Yeah. Going back to Karim Adeyemi, in my opinion, he's a very quick player. Again, he's very agile and he's a good dribbler, and his finishing is also pretty good. Some people even compare him to Haaland in terms of finishing. Like I've heard a lot of people compare him to Haaland in terms of finishing. And how will he exactly fit in Barcelona? Will he get game time immediately? Because Barcelona really need a striker who's quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think having Adeyemi up top, I think it'll provide a different dynamic because he can trouble defenders with his lightning quick pace, and he can drag defenders out of place, which might create space for other players. Something which Luke De Jong does not particularly offer because he's pretty immobile and has very limited movement. Uh, but
You're
yeah,
absolutely
Adeyemi
right.
will provide a different kind of player because Barcelona don't necessarily have a lot of fast players in the team who can stay
Yeah.
fit regularly. You know, Ousmane Dembele being the culprit here. So
So, guys, that are our thoughts on the players who could potentially be in Barcelona in January. If you're listening to the end, please go ahead, like the button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. If you've got video topics for us, do comment down in the comment section and stay tuned for more.